Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. This one is a combination of Japanese folk and metal. And I always love things mixed with metal for some reason. Like, I love The Who, and I love a lot of Celtic metal, so I'm sure this one's gonna be fun. But before we start, please do check out all my social medias. You can find me at Beth Roars on all of them. Also, please do check out my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Beth Roars. It really does allow this channel to continue functioning, but also you can get early access to some of my content and you can vote on who I react to on my Patreon. I've heard about this. Okay, I can't believe I stopped in the middle of that epic recorder solo. But anyway, that big wobbly vibrato is a thing in Japanese folk. Now, I am by no means an expert. Like, I literally don't know hardly anything about Japanese folk music, but I do know about this vibrato because it's a feature. It's called kabushi, and that extra wobbly sort of pushed vibrato rather than the natural vibrato that we have in Western music is a massive feature in a lot of Japanese folk. She is pitch perfect with all those jumps up between her chest and her head voice and her light mix. Now, although again this is a different genre than I'm used to, a lot of the same fundamentals apply. Pitching, rhythm, her ability to fit in a lot of words in a small section, mixed voice, so the transition between the registers. Some genres make more of a difference between those two registers and some people like to join them together. In this style, it is really joined together, so you get that light but seamless sort of style. It's so, like, relentless. In a good way. I often find that Japanese singers have such a great sense of pitch. And there's something really interesting about this. People who speak languages that have pitch within them are much more likely to have perfect pitch because you have to get used to understanding pitch to just communicate language on a daily basis. Perfect pitch can be taught over time. I love that. Why does metal work with like every style? Maybe not R&B. Every traditional style, maybe. so high. When is she breathing? There. Wow. I am really impressed by her breath control. Like, she is breathing so fast. Like, these little fast breaths, they're silent, which is a good sign. That means that she's not getting anything in the way, unlike what I just did then and tensed up my neck. Now, with breathing, people have so many different problems with breathing, but actually a lot of it's like the breath we use when we speak. Nice and relaxed, filling up our body, not tensing up any of these shoulders, any of these things here. One of the problems that people often make actually is because they feel like they don't want to tense up their shoulders, is that they hold them in place and push them down. But actually, you still have a little bit of rib movement in here. It just needs to be relaxed to allow rib movement. And I find a lot of people, when they're having real breathing issues, this sounds a little bit like, oh, why can't you just give me a breathing exercise? Of course, those help, but often it's to do with how you hold your muscles, your posture, and sometimes going to the chiropractor, going to the physio, or getting a good massage really does the trick with breathing. There are lots of breathing exercises to also do at the same time, though, so I don't want to poo-poo them too much. Ooh. This is so cool. Whoa, epic. You can see she's just been working on that breathing so much that it's not a problem to her. She doesn't have to think about it anymore. She just quickly fills up. She's constantly filling up. Another mistake that people make when they are singing is that they breathe. They feel like they have to breathe out before they breathe in. Make sure that you're just continually topping up and you're using your singing as your out breath. You don't need to breathe out first to then breathe in. You can kind of be half full and keep on topping up on top of that kind of tank. Your lungs are your singing tank, your singing fuel tank. And also being fit. Being fit helps with breathing. What is that? Does anyone know? It must mean something. I wish I had a sock. I'll just do this. Or poi. If anyone could tell me what that spinning piece of material is for, I would much appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.